Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little in-depth video on how I hit Immortal on two different accounts. I'll be showing you the tips and tricks I used, the aim training, Deathmatch, what I did before ranked games, how to get into like the mood, and how to play with your teammates to make sure that you guys can get the best possible comp games. So let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is aim training with purpose. So I notice a lot of people will be just grinding out grid shot or just grinding out a certain aim training like playlist they like on either Kovacs or Aim Labs. I personally use Aim Labs, it's free. If you don't want to pay up the money for Kovacs, I'd recommend it. I think it's just as good. I've had friends use both and they see success with both, so whatever you want to use, it's fine. But Aim Labs is my preferred choice. For Aim Labs, I try to stick to a core, I guess you call it, a core list of modes. The modes are grid shot, motion shot, spider shot, reflex shot, six shots, and I think I added in headshot. So that's what I made a playlist called my core playlist. I'll have it down below. I'd say you want to get to a decent level for wherever skill you are, so depends on where you're at. And if you want to get to high diamond Immortal, you're gonna be wanting to hit, I'd say, a little bit under like the leaderboard scores, or if you can on certain ones, it's good to actually make yourself onto the leaderboard, which I've done a couple times. You definitely want to be able to compete with the top players. You have to be hitting scores that top players are able to get. This doesn't mean you have to just grind out grid shot until you get a great score. It's more of just being confident in your shot and being able to compete. So this is a pretty basic tip most people know, so we'll actually move on to the next part. Deathmatch. This is an amazing tool to use. Before every game, you should be playing at least 1 to 2 deathmatch. You just, all those sprays you miss, all those like one taps, you're like, ah, damn, I didn't hit. It was probably in the beginning, especially if you're at lower ranks, because you weren't warming up in deathmatch. You need to be doing probably 1 to 2 games. And probably before that, doing a little bit of aim training, probably 10 minutes maybe of just like Aim Labs, like playlists that I have listed, or there's some good playlists by some YouTubers that I watch, like Charlatan, he's pretty decent. And Ethos, I think, has another playlist. They're good guys, they have good stuff. Just follow one of those, the warm-up playlists they have listed, and do at least 1 to 2 games of deathmatch, and make sure you feel good when you're playing the deathmatch. Like, you don't have to win, but for the most part, you want to be hitting like really good shots. Like, oh wow, like that was a good shot, I hit that. I'm gonna be confident going into my ranked game. I'm not gonna be like running around or I see someone and I just start spraying all over and blow my position and he just like one taps me, because you don't want that to happen. You want those shots to land the first time, so you don't have to really get mad over dying for no reason or whiffing over and over and just getting more and more tilted. So this next section of the video, we're going to be going over in-game leading and playing with your team. This first clip, I'm going to be playing sub on Ascent. I actually do play with my team on this clip, but I am not IGLing, and that is actually why we end up losing the round. I get a good pick on the Jet off of our team's great comms during mid. He got picked off. I knew the Jet would be playing probably Market, and I just shot her through the wall. Continuing the clip, I was pushing in for my team because I guess Arena just didn't want to really push in, and sometimes you gotta just kind of force yourself through, or just make space for your team, even if it isn't exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I ended up losing this round because I did not calm to actually take control of Heaven with the team instead of pushing onto site and fighting that bot. If I didn't just push on a site and we took control of Heaven, we probably could have killed the Phoenix and the Killjoy, which would have won us the round there. The next clip is going to be focusing on me actually IGLing with my team. This is a team that I play for Cal State Dominguez, since I am a current esports player on their team. But anyways, let's get into the clip. I'm calling out the eco of the team, setting up for a split, push on split, funny enough. And we're just kind of playing default here, defaulting it out. I want to really get my team in the right mentality, make sure we can maybe get some picks. Just trying to get intel, basically, is what you want to do. Just giving your team some purpose is always going to help, especially in those lower ranks. This is, I think, around Plat. maybe diamond level, if I'm not mistaken. So once we get the orb there, which is good, orb control is good, we start rotating toward mid. You can hear my comms here is very clear what I want to do, telling them to plant. I start pushing into their backline, getting more and more map control. I'm playing with my team, making sure that I can get as much control or delay them so they can have a better time on the post plant. They're making good calls, they're making good comms, and this is a pretty easy round. We were actually losing to them, and that was a really clean round that I thought really exemplified some good calls and some good teamwork. It's always good to keep the positive mentality up as well. Next thing you guys want to worry about is clutch situations. You will probably have to clutch at least 2 rounds, I'd say, in most games, maybe even 3 rounds, depending on how well you're doing. Especially to get up into the higher ranks, it's what makes the difference between a lesser player and a better player, is sometimes just how well they can clutch. Focus on not the round before, and focus on just taking one fight at a time and trying to take gunfights one-on-one. The round before this, we just got flawless, as you guys saw, but I'm not worrying about that. I'm just worrying about how I can win this round. It's even an eco round. And I just take the fights. I shock dart the Sova, go onto the Sage because I know she res and I have to get her before Jet gets out of that animation. Hit her, hit Jet with the last bullet, and then lastly, I know Reyna's flanking from behind because of listening to my team's comms. So then I just got to work on that one-on-one, and this is when your aim training comes in the most. This is when you're taking one-on-one gunfights. Just imagine it as taking 4 deathmatch one-on-ones. That's basically what it is. This last clip is going to be showing pretty good teamwork, and it's actually the game I got Immortal on my second account. You can see here I'm getting the defuse, but I actually end up giving it to my Killjoy. The reason for that is Killjoy has a much more impacting ult than Reyna's. So if you're ever playing any, I'd say, characters that don't really have super impactful ults, like Cypher, Omen, Reyna, they need either you to pop off, or they don't get as much pressure as other ultimates like Sova, Sage, and Killjoy, for instance. You want to really give your ult points, and the ult economy is really, really important, especially at a higher level. There's some good videos that they have out on ult economy if you guys can look them up. I can maybe link one in the description. So we're gonna start the round here. I'm just playing Garage. You'll hear our really, really good team comms.
Begging Dormant, I see.
They smoked heaven.
They're all already around the lobby.
Call for a rotate. See, he dies, but he calls 120. That's very, very important to call how much you damage another character. So he called Omen 120. This helps. I see the Phoenix pushing. He gets a pick. I want to exert pressure. And then you'll see here I'm going to be going for a flash. Get the headshot on her, and I don't even need to aim for the Omen as much as I did for the Jet, because I knew that Omen was 120.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below any suggestions, anything you guys have in mind. My next video is going to be on optimization from your monitor, keyboard, mouse, Windows settings, everything you should know about optimizing your computer for Valorant. I have links in the description to all the things I mentioned in the video, and I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Sometimes random times, but those will be the set times that I have for right now. So if you want to throw me a follow there, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you later.